Right, so let's start now. Okay, we can start now. So today is lesson 3. Okay, we've gone through 2 lessons already. Okay, so now you came back from your break. This is lesson 3. Okay, so as usual, I'll give you a little introduction first. Okay, before we get to the questions. Okay, so for those of you who are new here, okay, I'm from Maths Accelerator Center. Okay, I'm Miss Chang, and we specialize in math. So we help students with borderline grades, okay, turn around their results within a short period of time. Okay, so usually students, they struggle with problem sums, okay, not sure how to apply the strategies or don't even know what are the strategies that they need to know, okay, the key strategies to apply to the questions. Okay, so the objective of this lesson, okay, is to help improve students' understanding and confidence in tackling problem sums. Right, so problem sums are very systematic. Okay, as long as you practice and you know the strategies, okay, you can solve them right systematically, step by step. Okay, which is what I'll show you later on. Okay, when we're doing the questions. So we'll be covering some topics that are integral to the upcoming assessments. Okay, some of you might have your CA or your WA coming up soon. Okay, and to lay the foundation for PSLE, okay, if you are P6 this year, that will be relevant for you this year. Okay, if you are P5 this year, okay, relevant for you next year. Okay, so good to start early. Okay, so the lesson outline, it will have strategy 1, okay, it will be about 4 questions. Okay, I'll go through a certain strategy. Okay, and then the strategy 2 will be doing some trending exam type questions. Okay, so typical type of questions that can come out, so can prepare you for that. So if it comes out in your upcoming exam, okay, it would be good for you to revise it right now. So as usual, the ground rules, okay, on this platform, okay, audio will be muted, so communication will be through the chat. So do answer any questions that I have for you, okay, and also ask any questions if you are in doubt. Right, and no spamming of the chat, be considerate, okay, and listen attentively. So write down the solutions and also have fun, okay, so do try to take away as much as you can during this 1 hour that we have together. Okay, so let's look at today's lesson. Okay, so I'm going to start now. This is strategy 1. Okay, so we'll be going through more than, less than type of questions. Okay, so the method to doing this type of question. Okay, first of all, you need to identify who has more, okay, and who has less, depending on the question, right? And then you draw the model, and then you add and subtract accordingly to your model, okay, depending on the question. So after that, okay, you find the relationship between the number of units and the value. Okay, the value can be money. It can also be in terms of items. Okay, depending on the question. All right, and then step 5, you can solve for your answer. Okay, so memorizing these steps won't help you. Okay, you need to try and learn to apply it. Okay, which is what we'll be doing in the next segment. Okay, we'll be doing some questions on strategy 1 first. Okay, so this box here, what I've learned, okay, you can always go back to this page, okay, and write down whatever you feel that you've just learned and you don't want to forget it. Okay, you can always write down in point form here, okay, whatever you want to revise in the future. Okay, so let's look at our first question here. Okay, so let's read the question. Okay, Kelly baked 30 more muffins than Carol. After Carol gave 15 muffins to Kelly, Kelly had twice as many muffins as Carol. How many muffins did Kelly have at first? Okay, you can find our worksheet on our website. Okay, so first of all, let's draw the model. Okay, we know that Kelly baked 30 more than Carol. Okay, so that's what we're going to start off with. Kelly, Carol. So Kelly is 30 more, so we'll draw her model longer. Okay, by 30 compared to Carol. So this is 30 more. Okay, so let's carry on reading the question, see if we need to add on, okay, to the model. So after Carol gave 15 muffins to Kelly, so Carol gave to Kelly 15. So we're going to take away this 15 muffins here, okay, from Carol. Okay, so let's take away 15. You can put minus 15 here. Okay, so we know we're going to take it away. Okay, so take it away and then give it to Kelly. So we're going to add on to Kelly's model here, plus 15. Okay, so we're following the question to add on to our model. Okay, so now after the 15 was given to Kelly, Kelly now has twice as many muffins as Carol. Okay, so can you tell me in the chat, how many units does Kelly have now compared to Carol? Okay, good. A lot of you telling me 2, because twice. Okay, so Kelly, we can annotate in our question, this is 2 units. So for Carol, she would have 1. Okay, twice. So when we label our model here, okay, I'll put 1 unit here. Okay, Kelly will have 2 units, including the 15, because this is at the end after she received the 15 from Carol. Okay, and then as for Carol, the 15 is no longer there. So she would have 1 unit left over here, which does not include the 15 because she's already given it away. Okay, so far so good. So this is 2 units. This is 1 unit. Okay, so what is this part here? How many units is this portion here? Okay, the one in green. How many units? Okay, I see your answers. Okay, good. So a lot of you are telling me 1 unit. Okay, if you're not sure why is it 1 unit, this is 2 units for Kelly. This is 1 unit. So 2 minus 1, whatever is left here has to be the 1 unit. Okay, so this is 1 unit. So can you tell me how to find the 1 unit? What must I add? Okay, you can type in the chat how to find the 1 unit. Okay, so some varying answers. Okay, so some of you are telling me 30 plus 15. Some of you are telling me 30 plus 15 plus 15. Okay, so what is the answer? 30 plus 15, okay, plus another 15. You can bring this 15 up. Okay, so that 1 unit also includes the 15 over here. So you have to add in another 15. Okay, yes. So a lot of you didn't add in the extra 15. Okay, why? Because your 1 unit for Carol is only up to here. Okay, so whatever is at the back here is 1 unit. So you have to include this part here, okay, as 1 unit. You see that? Because Carol 1 unit at the end does not include 15. So whatever is left behind here, okay, will be this 15, 30, and 15. So that will be 60. Okay, thank you. Yes, 60. So now, how many muffins did Kelly have at first? So Kelly at first. Okay, Kelly at first. So Kelly, look at Kelly's model. Okay, the 1 unit is this part here, 60. Okay, you can bring it up. This is 1 unit. Okay, so which part of Kelly's model, okay, is how much she had at first? Okay, is it this 60 plus 15 plus 30? Okay, is it the highlighted one? Okay, or is it the one in red? Okay, you can type in the chat. Highlighted or the one in red? Okay. Okay, so majority of you chose highlighted, correct? Okay, you're having trouble typing highlighted. Correct, highlighted, yes. Okay, why? Because at first you ask yourself, did Kelly have the muffins given by Carol yet? Don't have, right? Okay, so she didn't have the 15 at the start. So you should only be looking for the highlighted part, okay, which is not including the 15. So it will be 60 plus 15 plus 30. So that's Kelly at first. Okay, so keyword here is at first. Take note. So your final answer will be, okay, you can calculate it in your calculator. 105. Okay. Okay, I'll zoom in the question in the next one. Okay, if it's too small. Okay, so your answer is 105. So a lot of thinking in this question. Okay, you need to draw the model. Okay, keep asking yourself, okay, what do they want, right? And then use your model to help you. Okay, great. Let's go to question 2. Okay, I'm going to clear question 1. Okay, let's look at question 2. Okay, Jade had $40 more than Topaz at first. After Jade gave Topaz $60, Topaz had twice as much money as Jade. Find the amount of money Jade had at first. Okay, so if you realize, it's quite similar, right? Same type of question. Okay, so let's draw a model. Jade, Topaz. So for those of you who are confident, okay, you know how to apply the strategy from question 1, go ahead, you can try it first. Okay, then you go through it and then you check your work. Okay, for those of you who are still unclear, okay, don't worry, I'll still be going through it step by step. Alright, so let's take a look. $40 more. Okay, so let's draw 40 more first. Okay, compared to Topaz. After Jade gave Topaz $60, Topaz had twice as much money as Jade. Okay, so Jade is giving Topaz $60, and then Topaz now has twice as much as Jade. So this $60, okay, so it's not so straightforward here compared to question 1. Jade is the one giving to Topaz. So if you look at the extra that she has, is it enough to give to Topaz? She wants to give $60. Is the 40 enough? Not enough. Okay, so not enough. We need to cut in a little bit more. Okay, cut in by 20 more. Okay, so once you cut in 20 more, this can get us 60. So we put minus 60 here, so we know that we're giving away 60. Okay, so now that we take away this 60, we can give it to Topaz over here. Plus 60. Okay, so far so good. Draw your model. Okay. Because 40 plus 20 is 60. So you must cut in another 20 more. So you can give $60. Okay, scanner. Right, so now Topaz had twice as much money as Jade. Okay, so now you annotate Topaz twice. So now Topaz is 2 units compared to Jade. So we would label it in our model. Okay, so the 1 unit for for Jade, okay, will be this part here. As for Topaz, this is 2 units. Okay, so from here, let's bring down whatever we have at the top here. Okay, so this 1 unit, we can bring it down. Okay, so make things clearer for ourselves. This is 1 unit. And this is also 20. Okay, so step by step, draw your model. So now, what is this part here? How many units is the part in green? Okay, good. 1 unit. Yes, a lot of you telling me 1 unit. Okay, for those of you who can't see it, okay, this is 2 units for Topaz. You minus 1, you're left with 1 unit. Okay, which gives you 60 plus 20. So 1 unit is 60 plus 20. Okay, so for those of you who said 1 unit is 80, okay, that's correct. Okay, good job. So once you see that 1 unit is 80, okay, things get a lot easier already. So now you read the question again. Find the amount of money Jade had at first. Okay, at first. So look at your model. Which part, okay, represents Jade at first? Okay, is it the entire thing? Okay, is it the one in red? Or is it just 1 unit? Or do I have to add the 20? Okay, highlighted or red? Okay, think again, at first. Okay, a lot of you saying red. Those of you who didn't say red, okay, you think again at first. Okay, it should be red. Because Jade at first, okay, she has not given the 60 away. So she has everything here. Okay, so that will be the 1 unit. Okay, Jade at first. 1 unit, which is 80, plus 20, plus 40. Or you can just plus 60, also can. Okay, because 20 plus 40 is 60. So your final answer will be 140, yes. Okay, final answer $140. Okay, good. So let's carry on. Question 3. Okay, don't worry, we'll be going through another 2 more, okay, if you're still not sure. Okay, question 3. The number of chocolates in container X was 24 more than in container Y. Okay, this is the more than. When Joe removed 42 chocolates from container X, okay, remove them, and placed them in container Y, the number of chocolates in container Y became thrice that of container X. Find the number of chocolates in container X at first. Okay, so it seems very wordy, this question, but essentially the concept is still the same, okay, from question 1 and 2. So let's first draw, okay, X and Y. X is 24 more than container Y. Okay, so we'll draw 24 more. Okay, so when Joe removed 42 from X, okay, and placed them in container Y. So X needs to take away 42. So once again, is 24 enough here, okay, to give to your container Y? You want to give 42, okay, from X. And X has extra 24. Is it enough? Okay, not enough, yes. Okay, you need to cut in a bit more first. Cut in by how much? You want this to be 42. Take away 42. Okay, good. 18. Okay, so take away the 18 and the 24. You can remove 42 from X and give it to Y. So this is plus 42. Okay. So now that you've come to this point, okay, continue reading the question. The number of chocolates in container Y became thrice that of container X. So how many units does container Y have now? Okay, read in, Basli. Okay, correct. 3, right? So when you label it in your model, okay, container Y now has 3 units. So this is 3 units, including the 42 that was received from X. And then for X would be 1 unit. Okay, so know where you're going to label it. The 42 is already removed. So this is the 1 unit. Okay. So once again, you can bring down whatever is at the top here. This is 1 unit. And this is 18. Okay, so just bringing it down from the top here. So looking at our model now, what is the green portion here? How many units? Okay, good. 2 units. Okay, those of you who are not sure, 3 units minus 1 unit, that can get you the 2 units here. Okay, so 2 units is equals to 42 plus 18. Okay, so that will get you 60, yes. Okay, 60, 2 units. So now you can find 1 unit divided by 2. Okay, 30, yes. Okay, so now find the number of chocolates in container X at first. Okay, so now you need to think again. Okay, which part of the model should you be looking at? Okay, so I'm going to launch a poll right now. Can you find the number of chocolates in container X at first? Give you about 1 minute. Okay, so far I got a lot of different answers. Okay, last few seconds. Those of you who have not voted, okay, you can quickly vote it now. Okay. So most of you have selected your answer. Okay, I'm going to end the poll already. Okay, so let's take a look at your answers. Okay, so the majority of you chose 72 chocolates as your answer. Okay, so some of you here and there chose the other option. So let's take a look. You want the number of chocolates in container X at first. Okay, which means that you have not given, you have not removed 42 from X and put it into Y. So this portion here, okay, has to be your number of chocolates in container X at first. Okay, which is your 1 unit plus 42. Okay, or you can take 1 unit plus 18 plus 24, also okay. Okay, so plus 42, so 30 plus 42, your final answer would be 72. Okay, so for those of you who chose 72, okay, that is correct. Yeah, okay, so those of you who chose the other options, okay, if you chose 48 means you didn't add in the 24 here. Okay, you need to think carefully. If you want X at first, which part of the model is at first? Which means you have not removed the 24 and the 18 here. Okay, which means everything has to be included. Okay, so do your corrections if you didn't get this. Okay, great. Let's carry on. Question 4. Okay, so let's read the question. There were 2 groups of students at a camping trip. Okay, I'll leave this here if you're still copying. Group 1 had 22 more students than in Group 2. Okay, so this is the model, 22 more. When 5 students from Group 2 joined Group 1, okay, so 5 transferred from 2 to 1. The number of students in Group 1 was twice the number of students in Group 2. How many students were there in Group 1 at first? Okay, so let's start off with the model. Okay, there's 22 more students in 1 compared to 2. So we have Group 1, Group 2. So Group 1 is 22 more. Okay, so we draw 22 more. Group 2, okay, lesser. So when 5 students from Group 2 join Group 1. Okay, so from Group 2 here, we need to remove 5, okay, and join Group 1. Okay, so let's take away 5 here. Okay, minus 5. Transfer them to group 1. So they will have 5 more. So we put plus 5. So we know that we added 5. Okay, so draw your model. So after the transfer, the number of students in group 1 was thrice the number of students in group 2. Okay, so keyword thrice. So annotate in your question, group 1 and group 2 at the end, how many units do they have? Okay, for group 1, how many units do they have now? Yes, thrice means 3 times as much. Okay, good. Group 1 is 3 units. How about group 2? How many units? Okay, 1 unit. So label in your model. Okay, so group 1, 3 units. Take note, where do you start and where do you end the 3 units? Okay, you must include the 5 here because this is after 5 students transferred over. Okay, and then now group 2, 1 unit. Do I need to include the 5 here in the 1 unit? Yes or no? Do I need to include the 5 in my 1 unit? Okay, you can type in the chat. Okay, no, good. Cannot include because at the end, the 5 was already transferred over. Okay, so no. 1 unit is only until here. Okay, so now, how many students were there in group 1 at first? Okay, so I'm not going to write down where is the number of units yet. Okay, when you want to find out how many students is how many units. Can you tell me, okay, using the poll? Okay, what's the value of 2 units? Okay, if you're not sure, okay, you can always look at your model, refer back to the previous questions. Okay, how are you going to find out how many students is for 2 units? Okay, I'll give you about 1 minute. What's the value of 2 units? So if you cannot get the value of 2 units, you won't be able to find the answer at the end. Okay, so you must get this part right first. Okay, just try. Okay, for those of you who already found an answer, you just hold on first. Okay, you let everyone else have a chance to try first. Okay, so I'm going to share your answers now. Let's take a look. Okay, if you still want to select, okay, quickly select an answer. I'm going to end it already. Okay. Okay, so majority chose 32. Some of you chose 27. Okay, and a few chose 10 and 18. Okay, so most of it was 32 and 27. So which is correct? So in your model, you have to see here. Okay, this is 3 units. And this is 1 unit. So earlier on, I already asked you, okay, do you include the 5 in the 1 unit? Okay, a lot of you say no. So the 1 unit stops here. So whatever is at the back here is the 2 units. 3 minus 1, 2 units. So 2 units is equals to 5. Okay, you can bring up the 5 here. 5 plus 22 plus 5. So if you put 27, you're missing out a 5. Okay, So you must add in 2 5s, which is 32. Okay, so if you put 27, okay, that's not correct. Okay, so correct your working. Okay, you must add in 2 5s. So once you have 2 units, okay, you can find 1 unit. 32 divided by 2. Okay, that will get you 16, yes. So that's 1 unit. So how many students were there in group 1 at first? Okay, so here comes this question again. At first, in group 1, which part of this must you include? Okay, so 1 unit is 16, which is this part here. Okay, how to find group 1 at first? Okay, 16. You need to include the 1 unit, okay. Include the other 5 and the 22. Do I need to include this extra 5 here? How many 5s must I include? 1 or 2? Okay. Okay, a lot of you saying 1. Okay, so only 1 5. No need for the second one. Yes, correct. Okay, Rina. The 5 here don't need, because at first the 5 students have not transferred from 2 to 1. Okay, so you only need to stop here. Okay, for at first. Okay, which is the highlighted part. Okay, only until here. So add it up, 16 plus 5 plus 22. Your final answer would be 43. Yes, correct. Okay, good. Okay, let's carry on. Okay, any questions? Why add 5? Because it's 16 plus 5 plus 22. Here, use that at first. Yeah, you can go toilet, don't need to ask me. Okay, can I understand? Okay. Okay, let's go to next strategy. Okay, if you're still copying, I'll leave it here. So now we'll be doing some trending whole number questions. Yeah, you can drink water, no need to ask me. Okay, just drink. So Gerald and Jody had 600 storybooks altogether. If Gerald has 4 times as many storybooks as Jody, how many storybooks does Gerald have? Okay, so this question, even though it seems quite easy, okay, some of you can still get it wrong if you're careless. Okay, so first of all, Gerald is 4 times of Jody. So you must annotate, Gerald will be 4 units, okay, 4 times. Jody will be 1 unit. So draw a model. Gerald, Jody. Okay, Gerald will be 4 units. Jody will be 1 unit. Altogether, okay, in the question they told you is 600 storybooks. Okay, so label it 600. Okay, so I give you about 1 or 2 minutes. Okay, can you try this question by yourself first? Okay, using the model. Find out how many storybooks does Gerald have. Okay, then you type your answer in the chat. Okay, they want Gerald. How many storybooks Gerald has? Okay. Okay, great. A lot of you have the answer. Okay, so if you get 480, that's correct. Okay, you'll be taking 5 units as your 600. Okay, you have 5 units in total. So to find 1 unit, you divide by 5. Okay, so use your calculator, you'll get 120. Okay, so I saw some of you put 120 as your answer. Okay, that's not Gerald, that's 1 unit. You want to find Gerald, you need to find 4 units. Okay, so 4 units will be 120 times 4. Final answer, 480. Okay, so good job if you have 480. Okay, some of you make the mistake of dividing by 4, your 600. Okay, so take note, total is 5 units. You must include Jody here. Okay, good. Let's carry on. Question 2. Okay, so I'll leave this here for a while if you're still copying. Okay, I'll make it bigger. Okay, better? Right, a farmer had 42 boxes of blueberries. Each box contains 75 blueberries. Okay, each box. So you can annotate here 1. Okay, so each box, which means 1 box will have 75. Okay, the blueberries were repacked into packets of 12. What was the least number of packets that the farmer needed to pack all the blueberries? Okay, so let me highlight this again. 1 box. So what's your first step? Okay, what will you find first? Okay, yes. You will go and take 75 times 42. Okay, because we want to find out the total number of blueberries. You have 42 boxes. Each box has 75. So you would times 75 to find the total. Okay, so can you type in your calculator? What will you get for total number? Okay, thank you. 3,150. Okay, great. So that's the first step. Now the blueberries were repacked into packets of 12. Okay, so we're going to divide this 3,150 okay, into packets of 12. So how to find the least number of packets that the farmer needed to pack? What's your next step? Okay, correct. Jovin. Okay, Rena, correct. Okay, so divide, right? Yes. So you find the number of packets. 3,150 divided by 12. Okay, what will you get? Is it an exact answer? Okay, no, it's not exact, correct. So what will you get? 262.5. Okay. Okay, or you put remainder also, okay. So that means that there are some blueberries, okay, that are not being packed into your packets of 12. Okay, so this is 262.5. So what's the least number of packets that the farmer need to pack all the blueberries? Okay, least number. Okay, so I'm going to start another poll. Okay, can you choose your answer? Okay, the main question is, do you round down or round up? Okay, so some say up, some say down. Okay, I'll stop at 1 minute now, so you have about 10 more seconds. Okay, so quickly select your answer. Okay, let's see. Okay, so quite a lot of you chose 263. Quite a lot of you chose 262 as well. Okay, so your answer is 262 plus 1, 263. Okay, when I say 262, it must have scared you, right, if you chose 263. Okay, 262 plus 1, 263. Okay, why? Because there's remaining blueberries. The question is asking you, how many packets is needed to pack all the blueberries? So what happens if you have some remainder? Okay, the blueberries, do you throw them away? Cannot, right? You still need another packet. Okay, even though that packet does not have 12 blueberries inside, okay, you still need that packet because you need to pack all of them. So you need to add in another packet. Okay, so you have 263 in total. Okay, so those of you who chose 262, take note, you have to add in another one, okay, so that the remaining blueberries can also be packed in. Okay, so I repeat again, if you have remainder, okay, and they want you to pack all the blueberries, the remaining part here, okay, the remainder tells you that you need another packet so that the remainder, okay, of the blueberries can still be packed into another packet. Okay, so if you put 262 is not correct, okay, you have to add in another packet. Okay. Okay, doesn't matter, as long as there's remainder, you just need to add one. Okay. Okay, question 3. Okay, I'll leave this here a bit longer. Okay, question 3. Miranda bought a laptop that costs $3,250. Okay, and paid in monthly installments. To date, she has paid $90 each month for the past 30 months. How much more money would she have to pay? Okay, first of all, do you know what does installment mean? Okay, you can type yes or no in the chat. Okay, do you know what monthly installments mean? Yes, no? Okay, so some of you don't know. Okay, some of you. Okay, so simply say is that you need to pay $3,250. Okay, so at the moment, Merida does not have enough to pay the entire thing. Okay, so she can pay bit by bit. Every month pay a bit, every month pay a bit until it makes up a total of 3250. That's what it means. Okay, installments. Okay, so now you know. Yeah, okay, so not enough to pay, so pay bit by bit. So how do we do this question? So she has paid $90 each month for the past 30 months. So how much has she paid already? Okay, amount paid. This is for 30 months. That means every month she's paying $90 installment. So 1 month is $90. What do you do with the $90? Okay, good. Times 30. Find out how much was paid. That will get you 2700. Okay. Okay, so she paid this much already. Okay, but she needs to pay a total of 3250. So how much more money would she need to pay? So what's one more step that you need to take? Okay, the remaining amount. Okay, good. You subtract. She needs to pay 3250 and she has already paid 2700. Okay, so calculate it. What will you get? Okay, 550. Thank you. Okay, so that's your answer. $550. Okay, can. Okay, so you just find out how much she already paid and then subtract away, okay, from how much she actually needs to pay. So you can find out the remaining amount that she still needs to pay. Okay, good. All right, let's carry on. Question 4. Okay, so Minnie bought 48 sweets, 30 chocolates, and 72 light sticks for her birthday party. She packed all these items equally into goodie bags. What was the maximum number of goodie bags to use so that she can pack these items equally without any leftover? Okay, so are they asking you for common, multiple, okay, or common factor? Yeah, it's okay. Question 3 is still here. You can still copy. Okay, think about it. They want the number of goodie bags. Okay, common multiple will be a bigger number. Common factor is a smaller number. You already have 72 light sticks. Okay, do you need a very, very big number of goodie bags? Okay, think. You are trying to split the number of items into goodie bags. Okay, so common factor or common multiple. Okay, common multiple means you go and list out 48, then the next one, 48 plus 48, and then find out when's the next number that will be the same. Okay, but if you're splitting them into goodie bags, wouldn't your common multiple be very big? Do you need so many goodie bags? No need, right? Okay, factor. Okay, if you're thinking about splitting the items into goodie bags, okay, you can immediately know that it is factor. Okay, so how to find common factor? You have to list out, okay, your factors. Okay, so let me make some space. Okay, highest or lowest common factor. Okay, if you read the question, they say maximum number of goodie bags. Maximum, so that will mean highest common factor. Okay, so list it out. Okay, you have 48, 30, and 72. Okay, so do your listing. 1 times 48, 1 times 30, 1 times 72, 2 times 24. Okay, can you all list it out? Give you some time. Okay, you should be quite fast at this. Okay, so once you have it, okay, I'm gonna show you what you should get. Okay, you can use your calculator to check for your factors. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna show you what you should get. Okay, so these are your factors. Okay, please check your work. Make sure you have the same. Okay, so let's circle those that are common. Okay, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, what else? 6. Anything else? Okay, no more. Right, so if you want the highest, would be the biggest number here that is common. So it's 6. Okay, so 6 goodie bags would be your answer. Okay, so if you have this, that's correct. Okay, so this is method 1. Okay, there is another method, which is the step ladder method. Okay, so if you are okay with listing, you go ahead and do listing. The other method, you have 48, 30, and 72. Okay, this method 2. So we'll put all the numbers on a ladder here, okay, a step of the ladder, and check, okay, what can we divide all of them by? So since they're all even numbers, we can divide them by 2. Okay, so you have 24. Okay, divide them by 2. 15, 36. Okay, and then you check again, what can all of them be divided by? Okay, yes, so that will get you 3. So you divide them again. This is 8, 5, 21. Oh, sorry, 12. Okay, so once again, check. Can you divide them all by the same number again? Okay, 8 and 12 can divide by 2, but 5 cannot. 5 can only be divided by 5. Okay, so once you reach a point that all 3 cannot be divided by the same number, we'll look at this column here, 2 and 3. So 2 times 3, you get 6, which is your highest common factor. Okay, so which do you prefer, method 1 or method 2? You can type in the chat, M1 or M2? Okay, 1 or 2. Oh, both also okay. Can, okay, whichever method you can do. If you have some other method, okay, as long as you get 6, Okay, also okay. Okay, great. Okay, but for method 2, if you are not sure, okay, how to do it, just I suggest you do the listing. Okay, if you're not sure about method 2. Yeah, listing takes long time. Okay, but method 2, you must make sure you know how to do it. Okay, great. Okay, so I'll clear this first. If you still need it later, you ask me. Okay, so here's a recap. Okay, we did more than less than questions in strategy 1. And we did some trending questions, okay, from question 1 to 4, okay, in strategy 2. So can you rank your questions from the trending questions? Easiest to most difficult. Okay, so talking about these this one. Question 1 on Gerald and Jody, farmer, 3 and 4. Okay, or you can just type which one you find most difficult or most easy. 1, 2, 3, 4. What? None. Very easy. Or is it because I teach you, that's why? Question 4. Okay. So is it the more than less than that is the difficult one? Strategy 1. Okay. Alright, understand. So some of you find that 4 is quite difficult. Okay, so you must practice more. Okay, at least now you know the strategy, you know how to apply it. Okay, so I know that your assessment is coming up. Okay, some of you are WA and your CA is coming. So if you are doing your preparation already, okay, we do have upcoming program, okay, for you during the March holiday, which is bootcamp. So we have both online and offline. Okay, so online and on-site, which is at the center. So you can go to our website. Okay, I'm going to send you the link in the chat. Okay, so your tests are coming, right? Okay, so when you click on the link, okay, you can go to our programs here. Okay, we have up to Sec 2, okay, bootcamps. So for you, you can press Primary 5 or Primary 6. Okay, so when you click on it, okay, you can sign up here. Okay, at the bottom, fill in the form. Okay, so if you fill in the form here, then you can sign up for our bootcamp. Okay, so if you feel that you have a lot of learning gaps that you need to bridge, it's different. This one is the bootcamp during the March holidays, which is upcoming. So you can prepare for your upcoming exams. Okay, so just click on the link. Okay, then you can sign up for this. Okay, so if you feel that you have still some learning gaps that you need to bridge and you're very worried that you need more help, okay, so if you find that the lessons here are very helpful, okay, and you want to learn further and do even more problem sums, okay, this 1 hour not enough. We only do a few questions. So you want to do more, okay, and really get a deeper understanding on how to solve the questions in the problem sums, you can come for this bootcamp, okay, and you can sign up. So there is a early bird promotion. So if you want to sign up, you can sign up quickly. Okay, the seats are also quite limited. So if you want to sign up quickly, sign up. Okay, so that's all I have for you. Alright, if you have any questions, please contact us by email or WhatsApp, and you can go to our website as well. Okay. Yeah, so you can take a screenshot of this and go and visit our website if you have any more inquiries. Okay, bye-bye. See you next week.